Digital Media Team Studio. It is the first day in the month of September 2020, and of course it is 18 days to the governorship election in Edo State, and the temperature is fluctuating between 26 and 27 degrees Celsius. Now, and of course the humidity is reading 91%. This morning we are going to be chatting with Prince Kenny Aliu. He has 20 years experience in corporate and investment banking, garnered both internationally and locally, including Wall Street banks such as the Credit Suisse, First Boston in London. As a debt finance specialist, he started his career at Credit Suisse, First Boston, London, and then was headhunted to Deutsche Bank, London. Here he was part of a team that was responsible for the structured products and portfolio allocation of over $100 billion convertible bonds across both proprietary and agency businesses and clients. He was once again headhunted from Deutsche Bank London to First City Monument Bank, Lagos in 2007 to set up and head the Debt Capital Markets Division, where he oversaw the inaugural international credit ratings of the bank by Standard & Poor's, and also was responsible for raising the longest tenure debt for the bank, 7 years, $115 million convertible loan from the IFC. And during his 5-year tenure as the head of debt capital markets and as head of structured finance for First City Monument Bank, he raised over $315 million in short, medium, and long-term funding for both the proprietary and agency business of the bank. His last 2 years at FCMB saw him appointed Director of Corporate Communications, in which he was responsible for the overall brand and marketing strategic thrust of the bank, and also headed the integration team responsible for the pre- and post phases of the acquisition of FinBank. This involved the supervisory oversight of the valuation, bidding, and the managing of the legal and regulatory involved in the successful bid and acquisition of FinBank. After leaving FCMB, he spent 3 years as an advisory board director at the DFC Capital, being the financial advisory subsidiary of DFC Holding investment vehicle, set up to aim of a number of some strategic nationalized assets, specifically Omoku Power Generating Plant in Port Harcourt, and of course the Mainstream Bank. In 2016, he was appointed technical advisor on strategy to the Governor of Edo State. Since then, his roles have included being deputy chairman of the strategic planning team, the team tasked and responsible for drawing up the strategic policy focus for the administration. And he was appointed chairman of Alaghodaro in 2018. And he's currently also the head of the Ease of Doing Business and Competitiveness Office. These roles and responsibilities, respectively, have seen him most importantly advising the governor on economic and strategic matters and the development and implementation of a holistic economic blueprint for the state, contributing and co-driving the establishment of an enabling reform environment and regime to help stimulate sustainable growth and facilitating the free market flow of all appropriate goods and services to the people of Edo State. He holds an MA in International Relations and Diplomacy from Staffordshire University and BA in Politics and Economics from the London Guildhall University. He will be speaking on Governor Godwin's policy on the ease of doing business in Edo State. Kenny Aliu, Prince Kenny Aliu.